We're back out in North Dakota today, and we are trying a job that I have thought about doing, and as a matter of fact, when I was younger, I really considered getting into this line of work. I'm joined by Brent Ulmer from Ulmer Auction. We are just east of Ashley, North Dakota. And today he's going to teach me how to be an auctioneer, aren't you?
I can do it.
All right.
I can do it.
All right, we'll see if that actually plays out. Let's talk about your business a little bit. You and your dad run Ulmer Auction, and you got into this when?
Well, I got into it in 2008 when I went to auction school, but I helped before that. I mean, 10 years old, we were helping set up sales, holding up boxes, you know, just living it as we went. And my dad started this in the 80s, and I mean, he just talked about the other day how it changed. In the 80s, it was a lot of household sales, a lot of this, a lot of garters, a lot of benefit. And now, when you look at what we're selling, we don't even have a crowd anymore. I mean, things have changed, especially because of COVID, online bidding, but it's changed in the last 30, 40 years tremendously.
I would imagine. It used to be, you know, growing up as a kid, you'd go to a farm sale and the pickups were lined up down the road, and you go to a house sale in town, there were tons and tons of people. Now you guys do stuff online. How do you handle an online auction?
So yeah, then it was more of a social event, right? Let's get together, let's kind of celebrate that farmer retiring after all these years of hard work.
Lunch was served. And,
Lunch was served, it was a good excuse to just go and visit and spend time together. Now a lot of what we do is we go out, we take pictures, we list it online in a catalog. We'll sit right here. A lot of them we do live. We'll sit right here. We'll invite a crowd if they want to come sit. But the last sale, we had maybe 40 people in the crowd. We had 1,800 online bidders. We sold to 17 different countries in all 50 states last year.
I read that on your website that you guys have been contacted and sold to 50 states, and I couldn't remember the exact amount of countries. That's an amazing thing when you think about it, because 20, 30 years ago that was impossible to do.
Impossible. The internet made the world small.
It really did. Okay, so the other thing that has always amazed me, and I remember whether it was a tractor or a washing machine, it didn't matter. How do you know where to start a bid?
You know, auctioneers always start. We do it. We'll say, okay, where we think we need to be. We'll set that baseline, right? If it's worth $1,000, hey, who give 1,000? Who give 1,000? All right, you guys are waiting for a deal here. 203, and then they start. Okay. And so then we work up and.
So, you know, they always say, like, a comedian will read the room. An auctioneer has to read the room, too.
That is 90% of my job. Yep, reading the room. Set up and reading the room. There's times you got to take a little and make a joke, or you got to, you know, if they're not engaged enough, there's time I cut out the mic and I just watch the crowd for a second. Yeah. It's actually a while before they all notice sometimes, you know, but you draw them in, you know. At auction school, one of the auctioneers told me, he said, the first thing you do, he said, you sell something and you boom, 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 sold. And that sets the tone for the auction. Okay, I can't sit on my hands. I missed that piece. Darn it, brought $20 less than should have, but it sets the tone for the auction.
All right, let's start doing a little auctioning. Give me a little bit of, give me 30 seconds of, let's pretend that there is a 2015 F-150 setting in there, pretty good shape and good color and everything. It's not an off color. Let's start selling that.
All right, guys, here we go. Here's a 2015 Ford F-150 crew cab short box. Hey, guys, there's a beautiful girl right there. What are you gonna give here, fellas? Who's gonna give 25, 30? See what you do. I'm saying two numbers: what I have and what I need.
Okay. 25, 30.
Yep. So I'm 25. That means I have 25. Somebody bid 25.
Okay, so you know you've got the 25.
I know I've got 25. All right. Yep. I've got 25, now 30. So I'm telling you my increments as well. I'm going in $5 increments. $25, now 30.
Okay.
And then you repeat what you need way more than what you have. I'm 25 down to 30, $30 down to 25 down to 30. There's my bidder down there, 25 down to 30, $30 down to 25, $30 now 5, $30 down to 5, 40, $40 down to 45, 15, $50 down to 55. So you just go back and forth. You're always scanning the crowd, but you're going back and forth between your two bidders.
Does it often come down to just two bidders, or at the beginning are you going to have 5, 6, 7 people that are out
You
there?
might have 5, 6, but if you have 5, 6, 7 people, that means I didn't do my job right. I should have started where not cheap enough, where the whole crowd's like, I need a deal. Yeah. You know, you start where all the interested people are. Yep. So, and yes, almost every time it'll come down to her and him, and it'll go back and forth. And when we influx our voice, I'm 25 now, 30. That means I'm going to say sold. That's telling them last call.
Here it is.
That's saying, and boom, you'll get another random guy in the corner who was waiting.
All right, now I'm going to mimic you. You go ahead. You start. Now we're talking about a hay baler. It's 3 years old. Quickly, give me a rundown.
All right, here's a nice John Deere 569, guys. Look at here. What are you going to give here? 15,000 bales. We're going to give 5,000, $5,000, 5,500, and now $5,500 now. Say $6,000 out of here now. 5,500 now. Again, 65.
There's no way.
Your turn. Give her a go.
All right. What are we selling? Give me something cheap here.
Okay. Or something cheap.
Something cheap. You know, something we're selling for $10. I'm not going to go to 25 now, 30 now, 40 now.
Okay, you've got a nice standard socket set over.
All right, beautiful.
Yep.
Craftsman socket set. Barely been used. All right, who's going to start with 100 now? What would you start with 100?
Let's start with 10.
$10.
Let's get them involved.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Who'll give me 10 now? We got 10 now. $15 now. Looking for $15. $15. Yep. $20, $25
Yep.
now. 25, 25.
Ha!
Yes.
Yep.
Then where do you go?
You're doing good.
Oh, heck. 25 now, 30. 30. Who'll give me 30? We got 25. We need 30. Look at this piece of equipment. It is barely used. There isn't a scratch on any of these sockets. 25. Sold to the man in the vest. Thank you,
right.
Jerry.
You need a job?
No.
You did very good.
I'll tell you what, I've always been impressed because you guys do such a good job of making whatever it is that you're selling seem like the greatest thing, and you have to take it home today.
Well, you know what? If you're going to be an auctioneer, you need to believe in what you're selling.
That's true.
You need to believe in it. That person worked their whole life to have that sale that day, and I get to sell it in that many hours. I mean, it's a privilege for us.
And it's an emotional thing when people have to sell out too. I've seen it many, many times.
Very
all right,
true.
You're going to take us home now, Brent. So sell something else, and we're gonna make sure that we go out with a bang.
All right, out with a bang. Thank you for coming, KFYR. Here we go. We're gonna give 20, now 5, and now $20 fine, now 30, $30 out of 30, now 5, $30 out of 5, 35 now 40, $40 out of 5, 40 down, $40 fine, now 50 there, now 50 now 5, $50 out of 5, 50 fine now 60, $60 out of now 70, $70 out of here now 80, $80 out of here 90, $90 out of here now 90 there now 80 now 90 now 100 now $100 out of here now 10 now 10 now 110, 110 and 20, 20, $20 out of here now 20, 30, $30 out of here now 30 now 40 now $40 out of here now 30, 40. Sold it. $130. Put it on buyer. 3.6. Put it on buyer. 3.6. Thanks for coming down, Wayne.
That was fun.